Paul, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Listen, Marcus Rashford is the topic so far. And who is this new kid that we're seeing reports, breaking news reports from Fabrizio Romano that Man United have added this kid by the name of Nene Dorgeles. Who is he? All right. Where did this come from? Because I didn't think we were in the hunt for a winger, but it looks like we are in for one, right? From what we see from reports, this kid, Nene Dorgeles, I hope I'm not butchering his name, could be that replacement for one Marcus Rashford. Right, people? We shall see. Guys, welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are good. Happy Monday. We survived another Monday. Another transfer speculation going on at Manchester United. I mean, can we just get a concrete move, in or out, whatever it is, so we can get excited? So far it's just been like talks, Garnacho here, Antony there, Rashford here, Casemiro, nothing. No movement yet. Come on. Let's get this ball rolling. All right. Ineos, start backing this manager. That way we can, we can build on the vibes from yesterday. Because honestly, yesterday, it was good vibes, man. Good vibes. Our boys came out. They did their job. Simple as that. The boys did their job. People, smash that like, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're new, I'm Luther. This is Man United Central. Let's go. All right, so listen. Let's start with this story here. What is the update on Marcus Rashford? Because he is honestly the number one target. We would like to, to leave. That way we can start making some moves, right? So let's see what we have going on with Marcus Rashford. So there were some reports, obviously, linking Marcus Rashford with AC Milan. All right, so Rashford is Milan's priority, but there's a curveball. There's another player, another England international who is also in AC Milan's target. Someone who's trying to mess things up a little bit. Why do I say this? All right. Antony, what's going on, right? Why do I say this? Because apparently AC Milan can only sign one player, right? Especially as far as English players. They can only sign one. But this other player who has emerged as a target for AC Milan is creating some issues. And that is one and only Kyle Walker, all right? So Kyle Walker had Pep Guardiola had confirmed over the weekend that Walker and his representatives are exploring his options after informing outgoing sporting director that he would like to leave. According to Sky Italy, AC Milan, right, sounded out the defender some time ago in case Fikayo Tomori left the club. So AC Milan have been looking at Kyle Walker, right? So it remains to be seen whether the this time could be a different, whether the Rossoneri will go for Kyle Walker, right? Now, according to reports, right, they're saying that the Serie A clubs can register up to 3 non-EU players, all right? Non-EU players. So right now, I believe they already have 2, so they can only bring 1 in. So what are they going to prioritize? They're going to prioritize a defender or an attacker, So it's pretty interesting to see how this thing is going to transpire, because honestly, from what we see from reports is, it looks like everything was panning for Rashford to be heading to Milan, right? And what we see here from reports from Rashford's camp is Marcus Rashford's brother agent will meet Manchester United on Wednesday and communicate the player's decision on which club he wants to join. So it looks like things are heating up. Hopefully by Wednesday, we may know something, because the going to the Saudi League, out of the question. So right now, if this deal for AC Milan falls through, then another option will be Dortmund, because we already have that good relationship with Dortmund from when Jadon Sancho went that side. So that could be another alternative. But, and I wouldn't be surprised if this guy stays, man. So if he stays, oh my gosh, that would suck. That would not be a good look. What's going on, Sam? Good to see you. Yeah, so if Rashi goes, then that brings into this report, news report from Fabrizio Romano, saying that Manchester United have, they've added a surprise winger. All right, they've added this. Where's Fabrizio's? What exactly he said? I should have had this ready to go, right? Let's see. Where did he go? What did he say, Fabrizio? Nene Dorgeles. All right, let me see. I had it right here. It disappeared. What's up with that? Man United target Dorgeles Nene, who was signed by RB Salzburg 4 years ago from Mali club Guidares FC, and that's the same club that we signed Sekou Kone from, right? So they signed him 4 years ago. Now, again, this says breaking news report that Fabrizio Romano says Man United have added a surprise winger, Nene Dorgeles, to their list of options for January/summer transfer. So yeah, I've checked some of the comps. He looks alright. I don't say I've seen him play. He looks all right. To me, when I look at his comps and watch some of his clips, he kind of reminds me similar to the way Ahmad plays, right? So the way I'm thinking is this. First of all, how much is going to cost us? I think his price is close to like 8 million. So pretty much it's nothing, right? And this player, to me, it has Vivel written all over it. Vivel, because it's one of those like an unknown, not a big name kind of player, right? So it has Vivel written all over it, right? Now, if we bring him in, yeah, and he becomes a success, that is excellent, right? But he's not the finished product yet. All right. Matthew, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you. All right. So he's not a finished product, but if he comes, again, he may do the job for us, because to me, he gives me vibes of Ahmad. So if you're gonna sign someone to replace Rashford, for example, to provide coverage for Rashford, if Rashford leaves, this guy will be a good one, because he can play as Ahmad, like in those number 10 position, right? So similar profile kind of player, I'm thinking. So if you're bringing somebody in, you want to bring in someone who can play as a left 10, right? And from what I've seen, this kid Nene, it looks like he can do the job. He's 22, so he's coming in not like as a potential for later down the line to be the next big, to be like a valuable member of the team. This guy will be coming in like ready to hit the ground running kind of thing. So yeah, so this is an interesting one. And of course, RB Salzburg, it's a decent team. Usually they're the teams that they usually find these gems, from all over the world. So we shall see. Let's see what Sam is saying. With Dorgeles, I can see Amorim wants players who can run, and keep the ball at their feet without losing it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Sam. It kind of reminds me of Ahmad, right? Ahmad kind of profile, because they can run without losing the ball on their feet. That's perfect. Yeah. And I am all in for Amorim's brother. He's about to cook something dangerous. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm telling you, if Amorim identified okay, Vivel, he's the, obviously, I don't know, like our, impromptu or sporting director, whatever, Vivel has that connections all over the world, right? So if he identify this kid and Amorim looked at him and said, okay, he can do a job for me. Listen, who am I to argue with what Amorim is cooking? Because whatever he's cooking, it is gonna be some good stuff, man. All right. Let's see. Southgate is in the house. What's going on, Southgate? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Ingles. Arne Slot said Forest title contenders. Hey, listen. Hey, it could be. As crazy as that sound, they could be. They could be, remember, like Leicester. Remember Leicester? Leicester kept on doing their thing that one season. They became champions. So, it could be one of those mind tricks too to say they're title contenders. But crazy things have happened before. So, guys, listen. A recap. Nene Dorgeles has been identified as a surprise winger / target for Manchester United to come in, most likely to be that coverage for Marcus Rashford if he leaves. For AC Milan, they're debating who to bring in, Rashford or Kyle Walker, all right? Because they can only sign one of them because there's this rule when they sign EU players, especially from the UK, you can only have certain number of players in Italy. So they can only get one. But right now, it looks good for United, whereas AC Milan look like they're kind of prioritizing Rashi. So may it happen, please. We need Rashi at the door so we can move. Our business can start can start moving on, because right now things are too quiet. We don't like that. All right, we don't like that. So we hope that the ball starts rolling, because I'm telling you, man, if this transfer window ends and then we haven't brought anybody in, I think some folks will not be happy. Okay, will not be happy. Matthew is saying Kvaratskhelia is a must. I'll put overtime. Oh, Matthew, man, Kvaratskhelia is not coming in, dude. Kvaratskhelia is going to Paris Saint-Germain. Okay, Kvaratskhelia is going to Paris Saint-Germain. All right, PSG. And from what we see from reports is they've already agreed. Basically, Kvaratskhelia is going to be getting from Fabrizio Romano's last YouTube post. He said this guy is going to be getting like 5 times his salary at PSG. So, Kvaratskhelia is going over there. So what is Napoli trying to do to cover that gap? Yep, you said it right. They're trying to get in the one and only Alejandro Garnacho. All right, they're trying to pull in Alejandro Garnacho as that replacement for Kvaratskhelia. So it's either Garnacho. They had another player they were looking at. I did see somewhere, but yeah. So Garnacho has been one of those potential targets for Napoli. All right, and let's see. It looks like they offered close to 40 million. Let's see if did they put the bid. I think I saw somewhere that they put the bid for Garnacho. Let's see. So according to reports, Napoli sporting director met with Alejandro Garnacho's agents to understand the feasibility of the transfer. MUFC, Man United, have asked for 70 million. That's what we value Garnacho at, 70 million. This is considered too much by Napoli. The feeling is it needs to be a different price or Napoli walk away. This is according to Di Marzio. Right? So honestly, I don't know, guys. How much would you let Garnacho go for? I think 7 is pretty fair. Okay, I think 70 is pretty fair. What is the minimum you can let him go? Or you are like Garnacho is unsellable. But again, we know Ineos said everybody can go. Okay, right? So anybody can go. So what is the minimum? I think for me, I think I'll do 60. 60 is my minimum. 60 million for Garnacho. Yeah, I think I'll take that. You guys let me know. But yeah, so no, not 60. Actually, 60 is very. If Man United rate him at 70 million, maybe 55. I'll do 55. Okay, all right. I'll do 55, and let's see. Oh, you come. Could both of them leave? That's what I'm saying, Matthew. Both could really be at the door. Now imagine Ineos, they may like this deal for Garnacho because it's pure profit. Imagine that coming in, pure profit, boom. Nice for the PSR. That money can be reinvested. So you see what happens is, for example, if we get that whatever amount from Garnacho, 50, I don't know, 60 million, when that comes in, right, it hits our books. Even though it could be broken down into chunks, whatever, it hits our books. So we can turn around and use some of that money to go ahead and bring in additional players for Amorim. And then, of course, we're going to do the same thing like we did with Xerxes, break his 30 million in like 5 years or something like that. That way, small payments coming out. So it kind of works out really well for us when it comes to PSR and FFP kind of thing. So, yeah, we could very well see both of these guys heading out of the door, which is, imagine Garnacho goes, Rashi goes, and then also there's talks of Casemiro, right? There's talks of Casemiro going to the Saudi league. From what we saw last time is apparently the deal has already been agreed with Casemiro. It's just now, I think it's mostly on Man United side to finalize some things. So we may definitely see Casemiro also leaving. That will be incredible, man. That will be incredible. But yeah, man, Garnacho could be heading out. Honestly, from what I've seen from Garnacho last couple of games, I really have liked the way his mentality has also changed. He's playing better. He kept his head down. He's following directions on what Amorim wants him to do in a game. Like in the past, like yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. He would have most likely taken that shot. But he looked up, he saw Bruno over there, and cut it back to Bruno. All right, for an easy goal. It wasn't very easy for Bruno. He had to really hit it nicely, right? So you can see he can be trained to play better, right? As a proper, as a 10 or one of those, right? So again, if he does go, of course, we need to make sure that we're getting good money for him, because this guy, Garnacho, has levels he can get to. So we gotta, Ineos, obviously they're gonna factor all that in. They're like, listen, man, this kid, he's still young, he's still developing. He can get, maybe they can probably do like a 50 and then insert a whole bunch of clause in there. Maybe if he scores, I don't know, X number of goals, if he qualifies for the Champions League and all this stuff, then we get more money for it, because that's how we were able to get some more money for Jadon Sancho when he went to Dortmund. Is when Dortmund qualified for the semifinals and the finals of the Champions League, we were able to get more money in that loan move, right? So we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen with Garnacho, man. But it's one of those. It's going to be crazy. Ratcliffe is, yep. Listen, true. Ratcliffe is doing God's work, man. Clearing whoever it is. Right now, we know for one who's untouchable is Amad Diallo. His contract is signed, sealed, and delivered. He's untouchable. But anybody else, listen, the correct money comes in, they're at the door. Okay, they're out the door. So we shall see. But yeah, man, I keep on watching this kid Nene's compilation and stuff. I mean, he really got some skills, and he was very quick, But again, can he do the job at Manchester United? Because when you come to United, man, that jersey can weigh heavy, can be kind of heavy on you, you know. So, but we shall see. Other reports I see, Barcelona also want to sign Marcus Rashford on loan, and he has given them priority as he wants to join Barcelona. But again, guys, some of you guys, you watched the El Clasico yesterday. How does Rashford fit into that team, Barcelona? Like, Barcelona to me at the front line is stacked. So I don't know how does he fit into that front line, you know? So, but listen, it is not our problem. That's what we're saying, right? Whatever he wants to do, if he wants to go to Barcelona, if he wants to go to Juve, Dortmund, whatever, go. Okay? Not our problem. All right, I hear you, people. I hear you. I hear you. But yeah, man, it's a very interesting how things are gonna pan out in the next in the next 2 weeks. Because before you know it, guys, January will be done. And yo, do you know? Now I'm just thinking about it. Do you know we can go unbeaten in the month of January? We can actually go unbeaten in the month of January because we have Southampton coming up, right? My mind is all over the place, right? We got Southampton coming up, and then we have, let's see. Okay, so we got Southampton coming up on Thursday, and then we got Sunday Brighton. We should win those games, right? Depending on how we played the last two games, yeah. And then from there we got Rangers. Okay, and then on the 23rd, and then we got Fulham on the 26th, and then FCSB in the Europa the 30th. Listen, I don't know, man. Listen, we deserve to go on a run, okay? And if we can go on some kind of a run, it's going to be huge for these players because you can see that these guys are believing, they're doing one of them. I believe, back to the story. That was kind of, my mind went just an idea of us going into completing a month without being defeated. It will be a disaster when we play Southampton on Thursday and we lose. Oh my gosh. Like the whole hype and excitement and the cloud we're in, it will all come crashing down because Southampton are at the bottom, I think they're at the bottom of the league, right? Yeah, Southampton are sitting pretty on 20, bottom. So if we cannot beat Southampton at home and not just beat them by 1-0, we got to beat them convincingly. It will be a complete disaster because a lot of people are saying, like, listen, it could be that our players, our boys, they showed up because these big games. You got Liverpool, and then boom, Arsenal. So they kind of G'd themselves up. Listen, man, this is a big game. For example, like Maguire. Maguire was apparently ill and they bedridden for like 2 days before that game. But he was like, nah. Coach put me in. He, according to Andy Mitten, was saying that. He was in bed for 2 days, man, sick. But he was like, nah, I got to play. He got himself, he went and played like a mad dog, like just how Amorim wants his boys to play. Then he wants them to run like mad dogs. Yesterday, those boys did that, okay? So imagine like Maguire, for example. He was sick, but he found some energy, he found something within himself saying, you know what, nah, man, let's go at it. Let's go, let's play. Let me not use an excuse. Oh, I'm sick, I cannot play. Nah. He got himself up and running and he played. So what I'm saying is these players can probably get themselves up for those big games because obviously FA Cup, big game. You got Liverpool, big game. So Southampton, now you're like, it's Southampton. They're sitting at the bottom of the table. we should be able to swash them aside very easily. And those are the games that are going to give us problems, right? So I'm hoping to see now in the Southampton game. I want to see like that professional game, a game that these players we want to see the same mentality, the same focus, the same determination. Whereas they're gonna go in there, Southampton, they're terrible. We should be able to kill them, convincingly. Like we want to see goals from Rasmus, goals from Xerxes. That way the confidence continue building in our team, right? So that is what we are trying to see if it's going to happen. Because right now, we're kind of convinced, but not like convinced that these players' mentality is completely changing. We see signs, we see fight, we see determination. But can they continue like this? Because if they can, in these coming up games, I mean, that will be one thing that we, as fans, we wouldn't have seen Man United, that mentality shift like that in, I don't know for how long. We haven't seen that. Usually our heads will drop when we face adversity. But in that game, against the Arsenal, we went down to 10 men. Those guys kept on fighting like as if there's nothing to it, and that's amazing, right? So it means now, even Bruno, I think Bruno had said something like players are believing what they're kind of like. Let's see what he said. Let me find that quote. What did Bruno say about Amorim? He's saying something like the players are actually believing what he's saying or buying into the philosophy, right? Buying into that philosophy. Like, listen, we gotta change our mentality. No, we have to be. So Bruno, I said, listen, if we want to repeat the achievement. What we achieved last season, FA Cup victory, we know we have to beat the best teams, and that's what we did yesterday. All right. Let's see what else he had said. Something else. According to Ruben Amorim, the way he's coaching the team. Let's see, where is that? He said this: every time you lose. Bruno Fernandes on Ruben Amorim, right? He said, every time we lose, everyone has an opinion about what you should do differently. But obviously, the manager has his own idea. What we really understand as players at the moment is that he really believes in us, okay? So there is no way that it makes you not believe, all right? Because the players see that the manager believes in them. You are not performing at your highest level. I believe you guys can do better. So players are buying into that, and that is huge, because at the end of the day, you may force yourself or you may push yourself to play for the manager. That way you don't disappoint the manager, right? And the fans, that kind of thing. So it's good stuff to hear that. It's good stuff to hear that. Let's see. So again, the important part is to be able to replicate that game in, game out, because honestly, man, if we play those last two games like that, that's the bare minimum, that the lowest level we can play, then we are going to win things, right? Because if it means that is the lowest level, right? In those two games, we can always go higher as a level. Imagine now we have better players who can play Amorim's system, then the levels can go higher and higher, right? So if we can maintain those levels, listen, these teams better watch out, because Amorim is definitely cooking something spectacular, all right? Because you can imagine, like, these players are playing like this after training not even 10 sessions or something, right? The players are already understanding, they're following directions, all right? They're running for each other. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see what else is going on. Again, we saw that the whole Napoli, they're trying to bring in Garnacho to replace Kvaratskhelia. According to Fabrizio Romano, he's saying that Paris Saint-Germain have reached a verbal agreement in principle with Napoli for Kvaratskhelia. Deal in place for 70 million plus add-ons. After story revealed last week, Fabrizio revealed it. It is a 5-year deal. Final approval from the owners, and then here we go. So Kvaratskhelia is going that side to PSG, and then obviously Napoli need the replacement. That's why they are looking at Garnacho. All right, that's what they're looking at, Garnacho. So according to Tutto Napoli, they're saying Napoli will do everything to sign Alejandro Garnacho for Antonio Conte. Wow. Yeah. So we could be losing Ghana. Ghana could be heading out of the door, man. So we shall see. Other reports, we see that Antony, the GOAT, is open to leave for Real Betis this transfer window, according to the Mapeteers. Now, I mean, this story, man, I don't know why I don't believe it. I don't believe Antony, to Real Betis story. But again, we shall see. We have 2 weeks to go for this window to close. But when it comes to mentality wise, right? Antony, he's one of those players. If he leaves, he's going to leave, of course, whatever decision is, he's going to leave. But mentality wise, he has been, even though he hasn't been playing much, the man has been, cheering the team from the sidelines and everything, doing everything correct. What's going on, Tony? How you doing, man? Tony, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for the support. I hope you got my message earlier. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Appreciate that. So yeah. So let's see what else we got going on. And of course, today we saw some pictures of the kid, De Leon. What's his name? Yeah. De Leon at Carrington taking some pictures with folks. Manchester United plan to use Diego Leon in the preseason this summer to assess him. So again, a lot of us thought that him coming in is going to be one for the youth team, but in the summer we're going to be able to see this kid doing his thing with preseason to see if he could fit in that first team. Because we do need a left back or a left wing back. And the way this kid is built, man, I mean, he looks like he's ready. Just throw him in the team. Okay? He's built like a tank. My gosh. So, yeah, so in the summer, according to Ben Jacobs, they're going to use that time to evaluate him to see, if he can play in the first team. All right? If it doesn't work, then most likely they're going to send him on loan kind of thing to get more familiarized with to get more play time, right? Which will be another thing. I really hope he makes it because we can use. It looks like from what we see from his few games that we've seen online and stuff, the kid looks can handle himself, man. So we shall see. Yes. So let's see. Apparently, this is according to Telegraph Dakar, Arsenal had entered talks with Ciro Portino to sign Diego Leon, but were beaten by Manchester United to his signature. Once again, we beat Arsenal. That's what's up. Because Arsenal don't need to understand, like, whenever you're going against Man United, right, you're going to lose, okay? We, especially these young players, we can offer them a pathway to first team. Arsenal and a lot of other teams in the Premier League, they don't really have that clear pathway, right? Chido Obi Martin left Arsenal to come to Man United because we were able to say, listen, there's a pathway. Check Garnacho. Look at Kobe Mainu. All right? Look at Rashi. From the youth all the way to the first team. There is a pathway. All right? So we're able to sell that to these young players. So, but Arsenal and them, Arteta doesn't really bring in a lot of young kids to the first team, right? So it's always going to be a battle for the teams like Arsenal when they go against us when it comes to these young talents. Pro Pia 234, welcome. Good to see you. Just started noticing that you stream later. Yeah, 9:45, right? 9:45. That's when we start. Welcome. Hit the notification bell, man. Hit the notification bell. That way, when we go live, you jump on. I usually do 9:45 because by this time, my son is in bed. We're a little bit quiet, so, and I try to keep my volume down, but yeah, yeah, it kind of works out. It's quiet. I can just, sit here, chat with you amazing people, and yeah. So let's see what else is going on. So we talked about Garnacho. Garnacho could also be heading out, right, Tony? Garnacho could be heading out, people. Napoli, they said they're going to do everything in their power to bring in Garnacho to replace Kvaratskhelia, who is PSG bound. All right. I see this other report here when Man United hierarchy met to discuss plans for January and summer. Ruben Amorim made it plain that an extension for Harry Maguire was a must. There you go. So Ruben Amorim really believes in Harry Maguire, man. Especially Maguire, honestly, in that back three, dude is solid. And, and the way he's playing, it's as if this guy has found a second lease in life at United. Because listen, come in the summer and this guy keeps on playing like this. I don't know, man. People may be talking and say, listen, give him a new contract or something, right? Because dude has been playing well. All right. He's been playing well. Garnacho out. I'm torn. Yeah, man, dude. That's a sad part. The thing is, we don't, he's one of our valuable assets that we can actually get some money from it, So it's one of those. I mean, I know we are linked with, say, for example, Rashi goes, we were linked to that kid, Nene Dorgeles. If he comes in, I've seen some compilation of his games. He looks pretty decent. He kind of reminds me of Amad Diallo, so he can play in those 2-10s position, right? And then Garnacho, of course, if Garnacho leaves, Garnacho is one of those like really didn't fit well in Amorim's system, right? Because Garnacho is really not a 10. Playing as a left wing back or right wing back, it really didn't work as well. So maybe Amorim say, you know what? Yeah, let's cash in. I would say loan Garnacho out to La Liga or Serie A, and then bring him back with a new experience. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you loan him out, the idea, if you were to allow him to go, is for to get that pure profit money, right? And Ineos, they said everybody is for sale. Whenever it's good money coming in, especially these academy graduates, Garnacho, Mainu, Rashi, pure profit. McTominay, when he left, that is clean money, like fresh money coming in. Like, somebody gives you, here you go, 70 million. Do whatever you want with it. So you are like, ooh, yeah, because you did not spend any money to bring in the likes of Rashi or the likes of Garnacho, right? So pure profit, good on the books. And yeah, that's what, if anything, they'll be doing it for that specific reason, that is pure profit. And but of course, Napoli feel that Man United is valuing Garnacho at 70 million, right? Of course, Napoli, they're like, nah, that's too much money for Garnacho, 70 million. I think 70 million, it is a fair amount, all right? Because Garnacho has levels that he can get to. We have seen in this last couple of games him playing. You can see that he was coached on how to play in those positions, like when it gets like that cross ball that he found Bruno, In the past, he would have probably taken a shot from there, right? But he's playing differently. He can be taught to think differently when you are getting close to the box, that kind of thing. So he has levels to go to. So that has to be factored in the price. I'm thinking. So we shall see. McTominay was world class towards the end of the season, especially what he showed. Yeah. Oh yeah. The FA Cup. Oh, for sure. McTominay. Listen, McTominay, man. I gotta give it to him, man. McTominay. I'm telling you, if McTominay was still here, he would have probably found a way to save Eric Ten Hag's job, man. Because the number of times last season that he came trumps, no pun intended. Yeah, but he was quality, and you can see, dude. He goes to Napoli, he gets man of the match awards, he kills it over there, right? So yeah, McTominay is one of those, man. Again, it's good to see our academy graduate players going out there and doing their thing. I remember when they used to make fun of the midfield partnership. Oh, McFred. yeah, McFred. I know that. Okay, that partnership had to be broken down. Okay, McFred partnership had to be broken down, man. But again, I loved Fred too, man. Fred, smiling all the time, kind of thing. I loved it. But yeah, that partnership was not working. But whenever McTominay came in and be allowed to play more in an advanced role, close to that 10, crushing the box, McTominay was the guy. McTominay always had the eye for a goal, and that's why Ten Hag didn't want to sell him, and that's why Ten Hag didn't really want to bring in Ugarte, you know what I mean? Because to him was like, listen, okay, Ugarte, it will be like a potential. I don't know if he's gonna work out or not, but my guy McTominay here, when things are not working out, I chuck him in, he crushes that box, gets me a goal. That's why Ten Hag didn't want to let him go. Fred was good under Ten Hag, especially that goal against Barcelona. Yeah. Kiyoshi Wagwan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, Kiyoshi. Yeah, man. So it's interesting, man. We're gonna see again the next week or so. We should hear some movement. Of course, we see that Marcus Rashford's agent brother, they've scheduled a meeting with Man United on Wednesday to let them know, where Marcus Rashford plans to go, right? What team and stuff like that. Obviously, we know it's going to be a team in Europe, right? The Saudi league, all that stuff is not going to happen. He wants to stay in Europe. That way, he has a chance to probably make it into the to get a seat on that flight to the United States for that World Cup. You know what I mean? McTominay used to play a striker in his academy years. Yeah, Kiyoshi. Yeah, he did play as a striker. That's why he has an eye for goal, man. He knows where to be. Tony, what's up? Yeah, just like Maguire, chilling. That's what's up, Tony. But yeah, so it's gonna be one of those. Again, in case you were coming in late, we did chat about this kid, Nene Dorgeles. According to Fabrizio Romano, he's a surprise winger target for Manchester United, right? Hopefully, it could be like a replacement type of thing for Rashi. I'm thinking if Rashi rolls out, this kid, Nene, 22-year-old, Mali international, winger. He can play in both of those 10 positions, obviously. So him coming in, he'll probably provide that coverage for Rashi, which is I've seen, like as I was saying, I've seen a couple of clips of him playing. He looks pretty quick. He can run with the ball very well without losing the ball. I'm getting the same vibes like Ahmad type of baller he is. So which is going to be interesting. Let's see. Ben Jacobs over here is saying that Kobe Mainoo wants to stay at Manchester United. During contract negotiations, it is normal to have interest from other clubs. okay, the player will give priority to a new contract. All right. So that is what Kobe Mainoo is saying. He wants to stay. But again, some money comes for Kobe Mainoo, the man could be out. But I don't think United they can sell both Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo. That will be crazy. That will be crazy. Let's see. From Antony's debut to that attack partnership, Garnacho, Rashford, and Antony would be deadly. Yeah, that's true. And they really showed it against Arsenal 2022. Antony scored. Yeah, man. From that point on, it was downhill for Antony. That's crazy. Best moment Arsenal match, Ugarte headbutting Kai. Oh, Kiyoshi. Beautiful, man. Look, those scenes, like that was good stuff. And because of that, apparently the Man United may face some hefty fines because apparently the players, we couldn't control our own players and stuff like that. But still, Kai was a cheating, diving, and all this stuff. You gotta fight, man. That kind of fight is allowed. It's a battle out there. It's not it's not a game. It's a battle. When you're out there, I loved seeing that aggression from our players. All right, I loved it. Best moment. Let's see. Chill Monkey. Chill Monkey. Hello. I am back. I never seen you. It did not let me. I was RX7 Monkey. Oh yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, man. So let's see. Pros are saying that for some reason, I think I would loan Kobe Mainoo to Ligue 1 or Bundesliga as the bigger clubs that produce quality CDMs. Yeah, but to loan him, when you loan him out, for example, like so you would loan him out, and then we would have to bring in another CDM or a 6 or an 8, right? So if ideally for me, I would keep Kobe Mainoo because of course he's still developing, right? And even Ruben Amorim pointed it out, like, listen, some people don't realize that Kobe Mainoo is still a kid. He's still developing. You need to cut him some slack as well, right? So if not to loan him out will be like, man, like, whoa. Because we're not going to, if you loan him out, we're getting what? A portion of some of his salary will get paid by, the team that we're loaning to. But again, Kobe Mainoo gets paid how much a week? We saw the other day, 20K, right? 20K a week, that's nothing. So you're really not getting much advantage by loaning him out, because right now, if he stays, he's going to get game time, right? Usually I'm thinking you loan someone out, that way they can get more exposure, more game time, wherever they're going to go. But honestly, Kobe Mainoo, if anything, rework his contract, give him a little bit more money. And then, obviously we still need to bring in another 8 or another 6, someone to provide that coverage for Ugarte in case Ugarte gets injured, knock on wood, something like that happens. We need that another one, another engine, another powerhouse in that role, right? Because right now, God forbid he gets injured, we are kind of stuck because obviously Casemiro is not that guy. Hopefully he's going to be gone. Ericsson is going to be gone, right? Kobe Mainoo cannot really do that Ugarte role, that destroyer. He can't really do that. Toby Collier, guys, Toby Collier really surprised me, man. Toby Collier coming into that game yesterday, that was a big surprise and a big move by Ruben Amorim. Because imagine, in a pressure cooker moment, down a man, instead of bringing in a most experienced player in your bench in Casemiro, you're bringing in a kid. And when he came in, man, Toby Collier was like that. He played very well. Let's Let's see. Examples. Got to image. Let's see. Game has gone too soft. Kyoshi, dude. I listen. Kyoshi, yes. See those vibes those fights. What I saw, it took me back in the good old days where Roy Keane. I don't know if you've seen that. It was Roy Keane, Man United, Arsenal, Keane and Patrick Vieira. They were at it, man. Like those fights used to happen all the time because Sir Alex used to tell these guys, when you go out there, I don't want to see you, for example, like exchanging jerseys and all this stuff. It used to be that, it is us against them. This is our house. It's a battle, kind of thing. So, those kind of things used to happen all the time, man. So I enjoyed seeing Maguire with that aggression. Ruben Amorim said he needed some leaders, and Maguire so far he's stepping up, man. Maguire stepping up, armband or not, he is stepping up. I love it. Let's see. Welcome back to you, Monkey. Let's see. Napoli doesn't have to peas. Yeah, Kyoshi, I know. But listen, Napoli, they're about to get 70 for Kvaratskhelia. All right. Kvaratskhelia has Fabrizio Romano says that he's confirmed going to PSG, and they're getting about 70 million for Kvaratskhelia. So they should be able to give some of that to us. I know it's usually broken down into chunks, whatever, but they should be able to cough up some of that for Garnacho. All right. And we'll take the money. Let's see. Didn't we steal that academy prospect Chido Obi Martin from Arsenal? Yeah. I mean, define steal. We just went and said, dude, come over here, man. We're a bigger team. Arsenal is a small team. There's no potential. You're not going to win any trophies. Come to us. United. You can win some trophies, kid. And then, Chido Obi Martin was like, oh, okay. And I think the story goes he met with Ruud van Nistelrooy as well. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, of course, said, listen, man, this is a legendary club. All right. Talked to him a little bit, and that was it. The rest is history. Chido Obi Martin was like, yo, where should I sign? Right? It's one of those. But yeah, of course, the story also goes that we offered him more money and stuff like that. But still, we showed him a path to first team, and he could see it, visualize the path. I could be leading the line for Man United in a year or two. Right now, probably they were like, listen, the only two strikers we have is Rasmus, Xerxes. Are they banging in goals? No. Okay, there you go. So, listen, you have a chance, kid. Right? So it could be one of those, man. We showed him the path. And of course, Chido is young. He probably looked at that and said, yo, man, I could probably do something over here. So yeah, interesting. People, smash those likes, guys. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already, guys. Welcome. Arsenal were ready to make him train with them, the main team. Yeah, I know. They were ready, man. They were trying to pull all the stops, but it was too late. He was already bitten by that United bug. Not the mice, the bug. And the kid was like, all right, cool. And listen, I think I can't wait to see when he gets a chance with the first team. And because also with Ruben Amorim, knowing that his track record of, believing in the youth and stuff like that, he also has, again, another chance to get into that first team even sooner, right? So we shall see. Because, listen, I don't think Xerxes is going to leave. But, for example, if we lose Xerxes, we got to bring in another striker. But we need like 3 strikers, right? So, I don't think Xerxes is going to be leaving. I think he's going to stay. So, we still need a third striker, more experienced one. So, in the summer, maybe we'll bring one in Gyökeres, maybe. But we still have room for a kid like Chido. But there's also Whitley, which I think Whitley is on loan. Is he on loan? No. Whitley is still with the under 21s. So we also have Whitley coming, doing his thing on the under 21s. So we do have some potential there. Nobody is going anywhere. We can chill for now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Red Devils, Arsenal were ready to. Okay. Wouldn't it be crazy if Rasmus ended up leaving? Oh, dude, that would be madness. That would be madness. First of all, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna try to sign Rasmus? Listen, sorry, Rasmus. I know you are a guy. You are our number 9. I shouldn't be laughing like that, but dude, you gotta start. I don't know, scoring some goals. Start staying on your feet. Again, he's young, and we splashed a whole bunch of cash on him. So that means that, dude, and the way it looks, that's why we don't hear anything. People talking about Rasmus like that. They've already identified him as that. He's that guy for the future, right? You give him the number 9 shirt. Come on, yeah. He's here to stay, man. He's here to stay unless things really go like really, really bad. And it looks like he has been awarded that benefit of a doubt. Like, he's still young. He's still developing. What did you expect? You did not sign. When we signed him, we didn't sign someone say, oh, he's going to bang like 20 goals a season for us, right? We knew that. And, of course, it was the wrong move to just bring him in to have him carry the burden of banging in goals instead of us bringing in a more experienced striker to help him out. Since Xerxes has publicly said he does not play as a striker, I would make him as a 10. So number 9 spot is free for only Rasmus, and there will be Ahmad and Garnacho. Yeah. He did. He called him. Rasmus says he's like a 9.5 or something, right? Based on the way he played yesterday, the way once he gets more comfortable, he can hold the ball very well, do that link up play very well. So, with time, I think he's gonna be able to do something for us. But Garnacho as one of those 10s, it's gonna be difficult. How come Garnacho didn't get that same treatment allowance as Højlund? Starts pre-signing with Man United. Well, because Rasmus, when he came on board, he got some flack a little bit. But Garnacho, again, being an academy graduate, so maybe he was given a little bit more leeway. But no, honestly, with Garnacho and the Kobe Mainu, the way they were thrown into the team like that it should not have happened like that, because they're young. They were supposed to be chugged into the team in and out, right? But when they were brought into the team, the first team, we needed them. Like, we needed Kobe Mainu in that midfield, so he played a whole bunch of games. That's why now, at the beginning of this season, you can see like he's sluggish, he's tired, right? Because young player, you get tired. Same thing, Garnacho. Yeah, he came in, he did his thing, but again, he's still young. He should have been allowed to to make these mistakes and make these goofy things. But again, he came in banging in goals, being selfish. People were going at him and stuff like that. So it's one of those, man. Eric Ten Hag, Arteta, XD. Yeah. It's crazy. It's definitely a crazy situation. Let's see what else we got going on. I am ready, man. I'm ready tomorrow for us to hear something, man. Man United signed someone. But again, we cannot sign anyone in to bring in unless we have an outgoing, right? Without an outgoing, we're going to be chilling here saying, okay, monitoring FC, right? Because that's what we do. We're monitoring him. He's talking to this other team to go whatever. but no one is really coming in. So we need to make moves, man. We need to make moves. We hear like teams like Man City. Man City, they're making moves. All right. Man City, they're about to complete the signing of Marmoush, right? And I think they've already signed somebody. They've signed a defender from Brazil, tipped to be like the most expensive defender or something, a young kid too, right? So, but again, City, they have money, right? They don't have our issues when it comes to nickel and diming, right? And again, they need to sign some of these players, man, early before those 115 charges stick. You know, we have somewhat like 10 million to spend. Kiyoshi, is it 10? Yeah, I think you're right. About 10 to 15, right? 10 to 15. So basically, you're trying to squeeze that 10. You know, if you go in and say, "Listen, man, Kiyoshi, you're the striker, up and coming. Listen, man, I want to sign you, but listen, I'm gonna break this. How much is your fee? 8 million. All right, man. So this 8 million, we're gonna divide it by 7. Okay. Every year, we're gonna give you a small portion to bring you in. So yeah, they have to do some creative accounting to bring in some of these players. That's why we need outgoings, man. That's why we need outgoings. Yeah. So because imagine now if you have that 10 and then you have Garnacho bringing you maybe like a light 55, then you have something there. All right. Pure profit. Yeah. So Diogo picks today with I saw that Diogo Leon with Garnacho and Licha. I saw one he took with Kevin De Bruyne too. I was like, huh? Again, you're in the city of Manchester, so probably run into him. You can imagine the kid is like, Diogo Leon is like, yo, man, this is crazy. I'm in Manchester. I'm walking down the streets. I say, oh, Kevin De Bruyne over there, Licha, Garnacho, because I don't think he's Uruguayan. Licha and Garnacho, the Argentinian. So I don't, of course, they speak same language, but I don't think they know each other. But it's one of those, like, it's pretty cool. You get there, Garnacho and Licha, they're like, yo, man, welcome aboard, kid. Take a picture of them. That's pretty crazy, man. I can imagine right now he's kind of wants to pinch himself. He's like, yo, I'm here. How did this happen? So it's crazy. Kuzanov, one of the exciting Uzbekistan defender, plays for Lions. Okay. Arsenal still managed to lose to 10 men, Man United, with 12 players, including the ref. Yeah. That's what Arsenal does. That's what Arsenal does, man. They just find a way to lose, even though they had and Arteta had a nerve to say like like the ref wasn't fair or something like that. He made some comment like as if some decisions they went against them. I was like, dude, you had the ref backing you guys the whole time, and you're saying what? So yeah, it's craziness. The new City defender. Oh yeah, the new City defender, man. Apparently, is one of those like young guy, but he's one of considered to be the most expensive defender. Cheating, delusional, saying Saka's. Yeah, it's crazy. Arteta next excuse, Kai Havertz was not feeling the air today. I know. Because remember, the last excuse was, it's the ball. The ball wasn't really properly, I don't know. The ball had some issue. I was like, dude, Arteta, really, man? You're going to blame the ball? Come on. Please, have some pride. Just say we just got beaten by a better team today. Okay? United came in and they destroyed us at our house with 10 men. Okay? We tried to score, but we just didn't want to score. Simple as that. Oh, man. But some of these pictures, man, if you see that pictures of those fights, Kai had his hand all over Ogate's neck, man. That's why everything went off. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's see what else is going on. So tomorrow, man, we hopefully will hear something, guys. Hopefully we'll hear something. Let's keep hope alive. Antony, let's see. Eriksson, Ugarte, Lindelof, Antony, and Dalot all were showing huge love to Bayandier, man, yesterday. It was pretty dope to see. Let's see. So yeah, man. I hope these are links for Antony to Real Betis. They come through, because that will be a really good outgoing too if we can make it happen. You know. Let's see. All right. Yeah, man. I think that's where we're at right now. You know, we shall see what happens tomorrow, people. All right. Arteta, the blades of grass. The blades of glass, they're different. The blades of glass, they're all different levels. I mean, who does that? You know, you need to make sure they're all one level. Oh, man. This is too funny. This is too funny, man. Let's see what else we got going on. So apparently there's some interest in Antony from the Saudi clubs, but any deal is more likely to be locked in during the summer. This according to Ben Jacobs. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see Antony leaving. I don't see Antony leaving in this January, man. I think Rashi could leave. Garnacho could leave. I think those two could leave. Yeah, Man City. I saw Man City beat a small team. I don't know. Is it a non-league team? 8 something. Sharif, hello. Welcome. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, Sharif. Yeah, I saw that scoreline. I was like, that is ridiculous. 8. You know, those they were playing a team that probably the team was starstruck. You know, everywhere they look, they see superstars at Man City. You know, they forget that they're playing football, and they just let those goals in. All right, so it's one of those. It's one of those. So let's see. All right, people. Listen, it's been an hour, guys. Let's end it here, man. Not much going on. At United, you know, we really need to, you know, stop talking and do more, you know, kicking out players and bringing some in. That's what we need to hear, you know. So hopefully next time, like tomorrow, I come on here, we have something concrete, something we can put our teeth in it. Say, yo, boom, Marcus is out the door, you know. Yeah. So that's what we want. We want movement. But again, we're getting closer to Thursday's game, which we have to win. Thursday, we have to win against Southampton. If we don't, it's work done equal to 0, and a bubble will be burst, and we will not be happy if we cannot beat Southampton. All right. Let's see. You're saying that Propez, we need someone like Jokers. Oh, for real, man. Yeah, dude. In the summer, I know the issue with that is in the summer we're going to face a lot of competition when it comes to Jokers, Osherman. I know somebody's going to try to get Isak. Right? Isak has been, my gosh, he's been on fire. And of course, there's Benjamin Sheshko is out there, right? So I shall see. People, peace out, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for hitting those likes, subscribing. Let's end it here. I will see you all on the next one. Take care of yourself, guys. Stay blessed. Peace out, guys. Take care. See you. See you, everybody. Good night. Good night.